on KYRIE having the surgery yet?
I have not heard yet. I have not heard back yet. I'm sure right when it's over we will hear.
Like when he was out there pretty much except for maybe Gershon.
Gershon had a sore knee from last night, so they don't think it's anything, but they're going to get some imaging just to make sure.
Do you anticipate, you said you probably wanted to get all the guys together for this practice and for maybe one more game. Do you anticipate tomorrow might be a rest day? Or
No, I think depending on how they got through today and how they feel tomorrow morning, I'd say most guys will play. But we'll probably be judicious with minutes. And then, probably play a similar deal Tuesday or Wednesday to be determined.
Does the fact that you might play Washington in the first round affect whether that's and everybody plays or everybody might not play?
I think that's probably the most likely game to play anyways, just because it's the first of a back-to-back. But we're not getting into that stuff. We're just trying to play as well as we can and then play whoever we play.
A lot of changes, and I know you're so good at adapting guys to the system. What's the challenge?
Well, I think the biggest.
Yeah.
I just think you keep it simple. We have a basic kind of setup that when a guy like Jonathan Gibson comes, we give him the meat of it, and he's been around long enough that he figures everything else out. We don't do any of our kind of long-winded actions with new guys. A little bit more basic, a little bit more simple, so that everybody can play. And it's pretty much the same for the guys that come back for the G League.
Marcus had another early exit last night. Is that one of those things that is that concerning at all, or do you like to have a little bit of that edge going into the play?
I'm not concerned about it. I mean, it's I don't know what was said. It didn't, on the second one, but it looked like it was pretty much calmed down by then. And so at some point, I think you want to have a competitive streak. You want to have an edge. Obviously, you want to be able to stay in the game, but I'm not worried about it.
I know you talked a bit about Monroe's passing last night. Did you see any similarities with him and Al Horford from that standpoint?
They're both willing to share it. They move the ball quickly. They're both very good at seams, catching and passing. I think that one of the things, and I'm sure Monroe was this good of a passer when he was coming out of high school, but probably playing at Georgetown in the Princeton system with all the back cuts was probably really helpful. He's a great back cut passer. He can thread the needle. Obviously both those guys are very willing.
Which one have you seen from this Atlanta Hawks team?
Playing really hard. I watched the Miami game at Miami where they got beat by 3. Zone the last 18 minutes of the game was really effective. And then yesterday played great. Won at Washington. And, it's just like we talked about with the Bulls. We saw it with our guys last night. These guys that haven't played a lot, they are jacked to play. And, they're going to give it everything they have. And Atlanta's got a bunch of young guys. Damian Lee, who was with our organization last year in training camp, has through 2 10 days now signed a deal with Atlanta. Has played great, right? Isaiah Taylor's played great. The bigs have all shared their moments, and John Collins has had a great rookie year. When you have a bunch of young guys that are hungry like that, you're going to get a hard 48 minutes. So this will be great for us. And I think the one thing that Atlanta really does is they spread you out, drive you, and they force you to be on your toes defensively. Thanks.
Thank you.